Howdy y'all, it's Jordan Smith. So you want a fireplace in your house, but you also want a super tight, sealed up, energy efficient, long lasting, durable, comfortable house. And so you're really geeking out about how can I get down to those really low air exchanges per hour and have a fireplace. Well, you don't have a lot of options. A traditional fireplace, I have a love-hate relationship with. I love the traditional fireplace where you're actually burning wood, you're bringing it in from the outside, you're setting it in the fire, it's crackling, it's burning, you're stoking it. There's that maintenance aspect to a traditional fireplace that is so cool, and I really like playing with fire, I guess is what I'm basically saying. The problem with that is, in order for that to work properly, we have to have a lot of air coming in through our houses. Now, in the old days, when all we had was a fireplace and we didn't have any insulation in the walls, and we had air leaks coming in from everywhere, and we did not have AC units, they were great. You burn a log, all the air comes in from the outside, fresh air comes through wood, no problem there. The wood on the outside gets wet, it gets dry, everybody's happy because it's a simple system that's not trying to be energy efficient. Well, fast forward to today, we have all of our houses with AC and heat, which sort of negates the purpose of a fireplace anyway. But we have AC, we have heat, and so we want to insulate the walls and we want to keep drafts from coming in, and so we stop up all the air leaks and we get really concerned about how energy efficient we can make this house, and that's running completely opposite of what a fireplace needs to be effective. So a traditional fireplace, unless you go to a lot of expense on a makeup air system, expense and controls on a makeup air system, or you just say, hey, I want a real fireplace and I'm going to open a window in order to burn a fire. That's cool too if that's your choice. A lot of homeowners don't want to do that, and if you don't open the window, you're going to have all kinds of havoc with smoke coming back into your house because it's drawing air straight down that chimney and it's not exhausting. So, in today's homes, a well-built, well-air-sealed home, a traditional fireplace just doesn't fit. So what do? Well, you have two options. Option number one is you can do a direct vent wood-burning stove. When I was in Europe last year with Matt, we saw some really cool stoves that you burned wood in, and they brought the combustion air from the outside and they exhausted the smoke to the outside as well. And so you didn't use any of the air inside your living space to burn that wood. That's my favorite option. It didn't work in this house because the owner didn't like that design aesthetic. They didn't like the freestanding wood-burning stove look. They wanted a fireplace, a traditional chimney fireplace. Now, if you've been following me for a while on this channel, you know that in general, I don't like things that are fake, right? I don't like fake chimneys. I don't like fake fireplaces. I don't like plastic that's trying to look like wood. But I'm not everybody. Some people like the aesthetics and they're willing to make compromises on the genuine in order to get the look that they're trying to achieve. And so, of course, this isn't my house and I'm building something for a client. I say, yes, ma'am, that's exactly what we're going to do, is we're going to put in a fake fireplace. Now, we looked high and low for a fake fireplace that doesn't look fake. And once we get this one further on down the road, I'll shoot another video and show you the finished product. It has really good logs. It's got a really good ember base. It looks nice. Still fake. It's not going to fool anybody for very long, but it looks nice. And what's really cool about this fireplace is that it is completely sealed off from my interior air. I am not consuming any of my living space air to burn the fire inside of this fireplace. I've got a coaxial tube that is coming from the outside to the inside of my house. It's pulling fresh air in from the outside, taking it down to my firebox, which is completely sealed from the outside, from the inside air here, down to my firebox. It's burned with the natural gas, and then it's exhausted through the center pipe of this coaxial tube. It's a really cool system, this coaxial thing, because the inside tube is my exhaust and the outside is my fresh air. That means that I've got an insulated layer of about 1.5 inches to 2 inches on either side of my hot exhaust pipe, and because this air is moving, I'm always bringing in cool air, cooling down this whole assembly. So I don't need a big hefty chimney in order to keep the fire and the heat away from my combustible material. So that's what we chose to do in this build. There was a number of different ways that we could go about it, but this is what we did. Comment below with what you would have done or what you're planning on doing on your next build. If anybody out there knows about a direct vent fireplace that is not fake. So we have these European wood burning stoves like we saw that are freestanding. Why doesn't somebody make a firebox with this same sill on it that you can open up, throw logs into, and close and crank down and have all the air coming in from the outside, and you wouldn't have to have a fake fireplace. You could have a real fireplace. Again, you can't really play with the fire, so if you're like me and you like stoking and stuff, put a fire pit outside. It's less expensive, it can be beautiful, and you can play with the fire to your heart's content, and all of the air comes from the great outdoors and all of the exhaust goes straight up into the night sky, and everybody's happy and your house is sitting over there sealed up nice and tight and energy efficient. Thanks so much for watching. Go follow us over on our social media pages, and we'll see you next time on Smith House.